It feels so good to sit here on a crisp, fallish day with my London Fog tea in my hand and my dog Osti right here curled up behind me. And I just love this cozy season. Cool mornings, sweaters, and the scent of cinnamon and apples in the air. Maybe for you, it's pumpkin spice lattes, fall candles, or just pulling out your favorite blanket to cuddle in. Whatever it is, there's something about fall that makes us slow down and reflect. And that's exactly what I want to do with you this morning. Share something close to my heart. Hi, I'm Lulu, and I help women 50 and older reinvent retirement through faith, lifestyle, and purpose. And if you've been feeling a little lost, a little unsure, or maybe even a little scared in this season of life, this video is for you. Nobody really warns you about this part of retirement. People talk about money, they talk about travel, they talk about freedom, but they rarely talk about the hidden losses that can make retirement feel harder than working ever did. Today I'm going to share with you 4 major losses of retirement that nobody talks about, and more importantly, how to move through them with hope, faith, and a new sense of purpose. Now, before we dive in, let me know in the comments if you've already felt one of these losses. Which one resonates with you most? Is it paycheck, identity, purpose, or structure? By commenting and sharing your story, it helps other women feel less alone. So in this video, I'm actually going to be asking you a lot of questions. Loss number 1. The first loss we feel in retirement is the most obvious one. It's actually the paycheck. For decades, we're conditioned to expect income every 2 weeks. That direct deposit, it's not just about money, it's security. And then retirement hits, suddenly instead of earning, you're now withdrawing. And that shift alone can feel terrifying. I'll never forget when I was 54 and I realized I was not going to be able to depend on Social Security because the numbers were not adding up. Prices were raising, and I knew healthcare costs were rising as well. And the security I thought I had was gone after a divorce completely blindsided me. And this isn't just me. I see it in everyday people in their 70s, stocking shelves in the grocery store. Others working part-time jobs, not because they want to, but because they have to. Some choosing between groceries and medications, and that's not the retirement I dreamed of. But here's the hope. You can actually create new income streams for retirement. For me, that came through digital marketing. I discovered a really simple system that allows me to earn daily income online in just a couple of hours a day. And I'm not trading hours for dollars. I'm building something that works even while I sleep. What would daily income retirement mean for you? Would it mean security? Would it mean freedom to travel, or maybe just peace of mind? Drop it in the comments and let us know. Loss number 2, and this was a huge one for me, and that is identity. Think about it. When you meet someone new, what's one of the questions they ask, and they ask most often? What do you do? You know, for years, your answer was tied to your career. You had a title, a role, and a place you belonged. And then retirement takes that away, almost overnight. And suddenly you find yourself saying, well, I used to be a teacher. I used to be a marketing manager. I used to be a nurse. And if we're not careful, we can start to feel like our value ended with that job title. You know, I can remember when I lost just about everything, my health and my marriage and my identity, all at the same time. And it felt like my entire identity was completely stripped away. I wasn't sure who I was anymore. I was completely lost, riddled with fear and anxiety. But here's what I discovered. Your identity isn't in what you used to do. It's in who you are becoming. And for me, learning new skills like digital marketing gave me a new identity. I was just retired and I became a mentor, an entrepreneur, a woman helping other women rise and reinvent their retirement. And let me tell you, it feels so good and I feel alive. If you had to reintroduce yourself today without your old job title, how would you describe who you are? I'd love to hear that answer as well in the comments. Loss number 3. The third loss is purpose. For decades, your days had built-in purpose, deadlines, projects, people depending on you. That structure gave you direction, and when it's gone, you wake up one day and ask, now what? Now at first, that feels amazing. Yes, sleeping in, no alarm clock, no boss. But guess what? Eventually, that emptiness creeps in. Days blur together, and without purpose, we start to feel restless and sometimes even depressed. I remember that season clearly, waking up with no real reason to get out of bed, feeling like my best years were behind me. That absolutely scared me. But here's the truth. Purpose does not retire. It just shifts. For some, purpose comes through hobbies, travel, or volunteering. And for me, I found it in travel and building an online business. Teaching women over 50 how to create income and freedom in this new season of life has given me purpose again. And it gave me something to wake up excited about. If you're struggling with purpose, here's a simple exercise. I want you to grab a journal and write down 3 questions. Number 1, what excites me? Number 2, what skills or gifts do I still have to offer? And number 3, who could I serve with those gifts? Sometimes purpose is hidden in the things we've overlooked. Tell me in the comments, what gives you purpose today? Loss number 4. The 4th loss is structure. For years, your life has been built around schedules, the alarm clock, the commute, the meetings. Even if you didn't love it, it gave your days a sense of rhythm. Retirement actually takes that away. And without structure, days start to feel like they're drifting. You lose track of time, you lose motivation, and little by little, it chips away at your joy. That happened to me too when I suddenly had all this time, free time, and I thought I'd love it. But the truth is, I felt unanchored. That's when I realized I actually had to design my structure. And here's what works for me. I start my day with prayer, gratitude, and journaling. Then I go for a walk to move my body, and my dog and I, Asti, walk about 4.5 miles. And then I spend 2 focus hours building my digital marketing business. I create content and I film videos. That rhythm grounds me. It gives me energy, and it actually leaves room for family, hobbies, and rest. Structure doesn't have to be rigid, but it does need to be intentional. What's the one small routine that you could add tomorrow that would bring you structure and joy? So let's recap. The 4 losses of retirement are the paycheck, identity, purpose, and structure. If you have felt any of these, please know you are not broken. You're human, and you are not alone. Every woman I have talked to has faced one, if not all of these. The difference is some stay stuck in their losses. Others choose to rise and reinvent. Here's what I believe with all of my heart. Retirement is not the end. It's the beginning of the season where you get to rewrite your story, build income on your terms, and design the days that light you up. And for me, the tool that made that possible was digital marketing. It gives me daily income, and confidence to step out in this new season of life even stronger. If you're ready to stop feeling the weight of those losses and start building a future filled with freedom, income, and purpose, go ahead and drop ready in the comments and I'll send you my freebie. It's what I call the Freedom Formula Blueprint, so you can actually start learning today. And before you go, make sure you watch last week's video, 10 Hard Truths that can ruin retirement and how to avoid them. You don't want to miss it. Also, if you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up, follow me, and join me next week. Thank you so much for spending this time with me and with my dog, Osti. And remember, your story isn't over. It's just the beginning. So let's go build this amazing retirement together.